Hello, welcome. It's Jen. Your body has an incredible amount of wisdom and intuitive knowledge stored up within it. And today, what I want to share with you is a way that you can tune in and access that knowledge to uncover what it is that your body is trying to say to you so that you can find healing for the things that are causing you troubles. Most of the time, when we have chronic pain or any sort of pain or any sort of diseases, irritable bowel, chronic fatigue, migraines, that kind of thing, we tend to look toward treatments that are aimed at those outside symptoms and reducing or eliminating those symptoms. But ultimately, to have really true healing and lasting healing from these things, we need to go much deeper and find out what the underlying cause or issues or thoughts are that we are holding that have created these physical symptoms. When we experience physical symptoms of some sort, that is not the actual source of whatever it is that's going on in two ways. One, if you have shoulder pain, for example, it might be because the problem is actually in the shoulder, but it might be because there is some sort of imbalance somewhere else in your body that is causing you to feel the pain in your shoulder. On a deeper level, if you have shoulder pain, as an example, the physical symptoms are simply a manifestation of the thoughts and the beliefs and the emotions that are deeper, that are trying to surface and create and come forth into your reality. So just like when we're working on our goals and creating what we want for ourselves, the thing that's most important is our thoughts. It's the same thing when we want healing for our physical body. So I have an exercise for you to help you access those underlying thoughts and emotions tied into the physical pains that you have, because it's not always obvious why you have the symptoms that you have. So what I'm going to suggest that you do is take out a notebook or some pen and paper and sit down and write these things out. It's much more effective for you to actually go through and handwrite these questions and answers for your body, because you're going to start to look for patterns. And so you want to keep a running list of this. The last time that I went through this exercise for myself, I had a list of 8 things that I wanted to ask my body about and talk to my body about. So get out some paper and pen, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to make a list of every single pain that you have or aspect of being unhealthy that you're dealing with in your physical body. So like I said, last time I did this, I had a list of 8 things. 6 of them were physical pains, pains in my joints and in different parts of my body. One of them was clenching my teeth at night, which I think a lot of us do. And the other one was my eyesight. I still am working my way through an astigmatism and some nearsightedness. So you can write out physical pain, but also any other sort of imbalances that you have in your body, and include any chronic diseases if you have any of those as well. If you have irritable bowel or cancer or chronic fatigue or migraines, those types of things, diabetes, high blood pressure even, anything that you're experiencing physically where your body is not in perfect health and well-being. And you're going to talk to your body. So find a space as well where you can have some quiet and you don't have other people or other distractions around. At the top of your paper, write out the first thing, whatever it is. And then talk to that part of your body and ask it the questions or question that you want to ask. What comes up to your mind as you think about this? So for example, if you have, let's say you have back pain and it bothers you every time you sit too much and it feels very tight, you might write number 1, back pain, And then your questions might be, why can't I sit still for a longer period of time? Why do you have to be so tight? Whatever it is that comes to your mind for that particular pain or that issue that you're having. Then go on to number 2. Number 2 might be irritable bowel. So you write down the irritable bowel, and then what questions do you want to ask your body about the current symptoms that you're having with that irritable bowel? So continue through this process for each physical symptom or area that you're having troubles with. Write out the first thing and then ask yourself the questions that you want to ask. Notice how you feel and what emotions might come up as you go through the process. Finish this listing for however many you come up with. It might be 1 or it might be 15. It doesn't matter. Go through your entire list, and then when you get done, look for patterns. See if you can find some sort of repetitive, message or idea or theme that permeates all of these areas. When I did mine last time, like I said, I had a list of 8 things. And when I got through it all, there was a common theme of resistance. I wasn't allowing things to happen. I was resisting a lot of things. So find what the common theme is once you've created your entire list. And then allow yourself to just sit and feel and be with this experience. See what else you might want to say to your body, or what else maybe your body is saying to you. You could ask yourself, okay, now that I have this theme of resistance, what is one thing that I can do to heal this or to change this pattern or this belief? And then just sit and listen and see what comes. This is a very powerful process because I've found that most of us don't really pay attention to the messages that our bodies are sending us on an ongoing day-to-day basis. We just live with these things. When I worked for 20 years as a physical therapist, most of the time when people came into the clinic to see me, I would ask them, well, how long has this been a problem? Most people said months or years. They had been living with whatever problem they've had for a very long time. People don't usually say, oh, my shoulder hurts and next week I'm going to go get it taken care of. We tend not to do that. So likewise, we tend not to pay attention to those communication that we're constantly receiving from our bodies. So try this exercise, and I would love to hear what kind of insights you gain from going through this for yourself. So quickly again, let me just summarize this. Find a quiet spot where you can sit down and be by yourself. Get some pen and paper and write out at the top of the paper the first thing that is causing your body some physical pain or some unhealth that you're dealing with. And then talk to yourself, ask yourself questions, ask your body what you want to know about it, and talk about how you feel about it. Go through this for all of the things that you want to list. And then when you're done, look for patterns. What did you say to your body? What feelings did you get in return? What can you see in the pattern? And then from there, what's one thing that you can do to start changing that theme or that pattern so that you can embrace more health within your physical body? Your body is a vast storehouse and wealth of knowledge and information for you. Take a few minutes every day to just tune in to see what your body needs and what it wants, and you will find that it gets easier and easier for you over time to have this type of communication. It will also open you up to receiving more intuitive knowledge as you're going about your day for other activities. The more you can learn to get quiet and tune in, the more you can learn to do that while you're going about your day and doing other activities. And that's ultimately where you want to seek for your guidance, is within instead of without from the outside world. As always, I hope you have found this helpful. Please share it with your friends who might benefit from it as well. And I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments once you've gone through this process. Have a fantastic day.